Welcome to Caskets and Cocktails, Memoirs of a Cemetery Dude. Get ready for a hilarious dive into the world of death care where cemetery industry veteran Mr. Danny and his daughter Katie will answer all those crazy questions you've been dying to ask. Go ahead and pour yourself a drink, pull up a rocking chair, and get ready for some laughs because we guarantee Caskets and Cocktails will be the last ones to let you down.
Hey guys, Katie Leverett here.
I'm Danny Faulkner, I'm her daddy.
And welcome to Caskets and Cocktails. And it's summer.
I love it. I love summertime.
We love summertime. I love being outside, having fun. But you know what happens a lot in the summer?
What is that?
People get hurt.
Yeah?
I'm talking hurt. People are breaking arms on scooters, busting teeth out on trampolines.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
You name it, people get hurt.
Yeah?
And that kind of brings us to our first question, which is, has anybody ever gotten hurt at one of your cemeteries?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, one comes to mind when I was buying a cemetery one time, and I was sitting at the closing table at the lawyer's office, and unbeknownst to me, the groundsman was changing the front wheel on the backhoe. And the backhoe fell on him. And the wheel fell on his legs, and it broke both his legs.
I was going to ask if it chopped them off.
No, it didn't chop them off, but it broke them.
Oh, my gosh.
And right after we signed the papers.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Oh.
So my workman's comp had to pay this guy for like 2 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And immediately at the end of 2 months, he quit.
He was like, groundskeeper is not for me.
Yeah.
This is too dangerous.
Yeah. And it was in the summer.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that happened. That's one of the injuries that was kind of severe.
So you talked about one time yourself accidentally falling in the hole.
Yeah.
I think just from movies and probably Looney Tunes cartoons, I feel like people fall in gravesite holes all the time. Is that something that's common? Have you seen it happen besides from yourself?
No.
No?
No.
Like,
no.
Never you've seen it, or like once?
Like never.
Come on, once?
Never. First of all, we dig the hole the day of the grave. Okay? Or the day of the service, rather.
Okay.
If we dug it like 2 or 3 days before, we'd put plywood over it and we would, tape it off, caution tape and all that stuff. Because we don't want people falling in the hole.
Yeah, that's not the goal here.
No, and people would do it. I mean, we have to be real careful. There's perfect example. There was a friend of mine that owned Montgomery Memorial Park. That's where Hank Williams Jr. is buried. People from all over the world come down there and try to visit his grave or, whatever. Well, he had a burial there. And this lady was totally distraught, and she was a big girl. She kept throwing herself on the casket.
Oh, God.
Crying and saying, please come back and all this stuff. And you want to say, sister, he ain't coming back.
Oh, God.
But so she's doing all of this.
Wouldn't that be a surprise if he did?
Oh,
just showed up.
Yeah.
She's like, you're back.
Yeah. Listen, I'm busy tonight. Can I see you tomorrow? But anyway, she's, going nuts. And she falls between the lowering device and the casket and skins her shins and goes halfway down in the hole. So they got to get this big old gal out of this hole, pulling her out by her arms, and she's not happy.
No.
So she did not see that it was her fault, So she gets her a lawyer, and the lawyer sues, and it goes to court.
Oh, God.
And my buddy, if you own a business, you're rich. You're a millionaire.
Right.
I don't care what kind of business it is, Whatever it is, you're rich. Okay, so they sue. And the judge awards her $500,000.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I'd scrape up a shin for $500,000. Let's get real.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it right now.
Yeah. No, we don't. I don't have that kind of money. So.
Oh,
we're
sorry.
at your house though. I can sue you.
Oh,
That's
no.
true.
But anyway, he stands up in court and he takes the cemetery keys off his key ring and pitches the lawyer's keys, and he said, I don't have 500,000. You're in the cemetery business. And he turns around to walk out, and the judge is yelling, come back here. The lawyers are all, come back here, come back here. And he's gone.
Yeah, he's like out.
And so they figured out they didn't want to be in the cemetery business real fast.
Yeah.
So
she was like, this is a real liability.
yeah.
People could just fall in this hole.
Just think if they sued me.
Yeah.
But anyway, they wound up, and I think that his insurance company paid her like $10,000 or something like that. But people think because you've got a business that you're rich.
You're not?
And no. Sorry. Sorry. I'll tell you what you are going to inherit, though.
Debt.
My funeral bill.
Oh, okay, good. Lucky me.
Yeah. But
hopefully they discount it.
yeah. No, not my boss.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just happens. And for whatever reason, people get real stupid in the cemetery. And there was a lady who was 88 years old.
Okay.
No, she wasn't. She was 90 years old.
Ooh.
Her husband was 91.
Okay.
And he was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And her daughter brought he and her to the cemetery to visit somebody. I don't know who.
I feel like this is going to go downhill.
So they're spending, 10 minutes getting daddy out of the car and putting him in the wheelchair. They're going to push his wheelchair across the field.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So anyway.
He must have really wanted to see whoever that was.
I guess. Well, Mama steps out of the car, and we had little kind of ditches that were concreted, that were for rainwater and runoff and all that stuff. So she steps in that, immediately falls.
Oh, God.
Immediately breaks her hip.
Oh, good.
And so we call the ambulance. The ambulance takes them off and everything. And they, of course, while I'm calling the ambulance, they're calling the lawyer.
Of course.
And so the lawyer sues me for this lady for $250,000.
Oh, my God.
She's 90 years old with a broken hip. God bless her. I mean, that's horrible. I know she's in pain.
That is sad.
And it's real sad.
But, I mean, she did it to herself.
$250,000. What the hell is she going to do with $250,000?
She's going to have a heck of a good next 6 months.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess.
You can't at that age.
Yeah, and 3 years later, she's going to have one heck of a funeral.
Yeah.
But anyway, the guy, Daddy, 91, in a wheelchair, sues me for $150,000 loss of consortium.
Oh.
Yeah. If the public doesn't know what that means, use your imagination.
Oh my gosh.
And
that is gross.
And I told the attorney, I said, listen, if that old guy can get it up, I'll pay him $150,000. But anyway, the insurance people paid her bills, and her bills, and I don't know, $10,000 or something like that. And the daughter was pissed.
Really?
She really wanted that $250,000,
Yeah,
and she said, "You just don't understand. I need that money." For what? I don't understand. Your mom broke her hip. Why should I pay you $250,000?
Right.
I didn't get it.
Was she traumatized because she watched her mama break her hip?
I don't know if she was traumatized or emotionally distraught, or I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
But she was upset.
Yeah.
because I didn't pay her $250,000. And I don't know if the old man, I didn't even know the old man could talk. But I don't know if he was...
Apparently, he is very active in other ways.
He had other talents besides talking. And evidently Granny did too.
Oh, God.
She was into it, evidently.
Who?
Well, of course, that could mean just cooking and cleaning too.
What?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm disturbed by the whole thing. I don't ever want to think about that story ever again. But those are some really good examples about what happens when you get hurt in a cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
And if you are one of those people who like to show up at yard sales and pretend to twist an ankle,
that's them, yeah.
don't do it at a cemetery because it sounds like you're not going to, it's not the money maker you originally thought it might be.
Yeah, if you're going to hurt yourself, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Go to Kroger's.
Kroger's, yeah, that's a good one. I fell in the Family Dollar one time. They called me. They gave me a 15% coupon.
Wow.
I slipped in something and it was really gross.
Ooh.
It was really embarrassing too.
Oh, did you hurt yourself?
They showed it to me on camera. That's the
They had it on camera.
It was horrible.
Your feet flying up in the air.
It was awful. It was mortifying. But
Were you wearing a dress?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't remember what I was wearing. Shame is what I was wearing. That's what it seemed like.
I was going to say you lost all modesty if you were wearing a dress.
It was no good. But I got a 15% off coupon. So
well,
that was good.
I mean, that's great at a real expensive store, but 15% at Family Dollar.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like $1.75.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even buy a gallon of gas.
Exactly. Well, guys, hang on for just a second. We have something really cool coming up right after this break.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that.
It's something different, and so I'm excited to share it with you guys. So hang tight, and a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet is a comedy podcast featuring brother and sister duo Alex and Christina as they recap dramatic readings of one-star reviews written by real people with not-so-real problems. Whether it's a bar's no throw-up policy, a barista who's just too friendly, or a school psychologist's fashion sense, prepare for equal amounts of laughter and eye-rolling. Listen to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, or any of your favorite podcast apps. You can also find them on all social media platforms at Beach Too Sandy. Well, welcome back.
Hey there.
Hi. So we have a special treat today. So we had somebody send us a really cool present.
Oh, I like presents.
Yeah, it's the makers of something called the Death Deck. I had to practice saying that a couple of times.
Death Deck.
Yeah, like DECK, like a deck of cards.
Oh, I thought you meant like a deck where you laid out and had cocktails.
Oh,
and
no.
Got the sun.
Ooh, that sounds creepy. No, this is a card game. And the ladies that created this, they are so sweet. They gave me a call, we chatted, and they met. It's kind of interesting because one is a hospice nurse and the other is a widow. And they met when this lady's husband was going through hospice care.
Oh.
And he was fairly young, it sounded like, and it was unexpected. So what they did, they wanted to create a product that made death a discussion that you can have with your family, which I think is right up our alley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
that's something that we do, and that we try to, make it less taboo. And that's what they're doing with this game. And so they sent us a packet a package of the Death Deck, and it's really cool.
Huh.
We've gone through and looked at some of the cards, and I thought we could just play a couple of these. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. So the intent is to have like a direct conversation with your loved ones, and I thought it was kind of funny. Whoever is wearing black gets to go first, but I'm the only one wearing glasses, so I might be the one to read.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's why we pay for your college.
Exactly.
Or no, you pay for that.
Some of it, yeah. So when you are dying, what will matter most? A, comfort and freedom from pain. B, having my loved ones by my side. C, spiritual support in transitioning to the other side.
Wow.
So what are you going with?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't like the concept of pain.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And I'm not 100% sure that anybody can really help you ease into the other side. Is there?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But I know, like, like when the priest comes, and I went to Catholic school, so they come and they do something.
I mean, did you have a lot of dead kids at your Catholic school?
No, but we had to learn about it.
Oh.
Last Rite, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I was going to say. You kind of struggled with that one a little bit. Well, the thing about it is, and I don't mean to sound like a weirdo, but Voltaire, the
already getting weird.
the author said that a friend is someone you're not embarrassed to die in front of.
Oh, wow. That's kind of chilling.
Yeah. But, I mean, do you really want your family around you when you're dying?
I don't know.
I mean, some of them you really don't care for that much.
I have a couple on your side that I could just...
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And, you just know when you die, they're going to start poking you. Yeah. Come on. Are you dead?
Are you really dead?
Poke. So I don't want them around. I mean, your mom maybe just to make her suffer.
Yep. God, you're sick.
We've been married a long time.
Yeah. I think I want to go with all three. I don't know if that's an option in this game, but...
Well, I mean, if there's somebody can really help you to get to the other side, that would be my number one.
Yeah.
But I know pretty much I don't like the idea of pain.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I'm not hip to that.
I totally agree with that. So these, I kind of picked and chose a few. So growing up, my family dealt with death. Mm-hmm. This makes me kind of laugh because by talking openly, sharing feelings, stories, and dark humor, or B, in no nonsense sort of way, shit happens, you move on, or C, keeping it all bottled up and avoiding any discussion. Well, I think we all know that I grew up with A.
Yeah.
Clearly. With a father in this industry. This is definitely, I feel like I have some sort of a weird... But,
I mean, that second one,
in a no-nonsense sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, come on now, quit crying. You're only married to him for 33 years. Well, we had 4 kids together. Hey, come on, he's dead. Forget about it. Go on the next one. I mean, why do you do that?
I don't know. I guess people do
Come on, take it seriously. Come on now. Let's get it. You got a whole life ahead of you. Get to work. Quit your crying. That's stupid. I mean, who does that?
I don't know.
That's
that
crazy.
Would be really tough.
Yeah, that's tough love.
Yeah,
that's tough love.
That is tough
Look,
love.
honey, I love you, but he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay? Dad, he just died. I know. Get over it. Come on.
That's terrible.
We got a tea time tomorrow at 8.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so I think we're going to go definitely with A, probably both of us, for sure. Okay. So I think that this was an interesting one as well. Open caskets. Uh-huh. So to open caskets, help me get some closure with a final meaningful goodbye. Or B, that's fine if that's what the family wants. Or C, kind of creep me out. I want to remember the person in their living state. And before you answer that, I have a question. Do people, when they come in and they're making their arrangements, have you ever heard kind of any of these sentiments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it creeps me out? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what we hear from time to time is the family wants to view Mama. And then we want the casket closed.
Well, why?
Because they don't want anybody else viewing Mama.
Why?
I don't know. Mama didn't want anybody to look at her because,
Okay.
you know, how people come up and they say, well, you know, she looks like she's sleeping. No, she looks dead.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how often do you get all made up and wear your Sunday best and lay down motionless?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, not that often. You know, I've seen her lay just like that so many times. She's sleeping like a baby.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, I can understand that. I mean,
It depends on who it is.
it doesn't matter to me because you got to check your moral compass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, where are you?
Yeah.
Are you there? Are you watching people looking at you? Going, hey, there he is. Let's poke him.
Yeah. Well, that kind of comes to the next question, actually. If given a chance to watch how others grieve you at your funeral, would you? A, yes, that would be an amazing experience. B, I'd try it, but if they get too sad or suspiciously happy, I'm out. Or C, no, it would be crushing. Like you were just saying, like it kind of depends.
Yeah.
I think the open casket thing, it depends on who it is. Okay?
I agree.
Like, I couldn't even imagine some keep that shut, and then
Yeah.
some I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I want to.
Like, I do want to know.
Well, I've been to several funerals.
Like
just
that guy who was in the Mickey Mouse costume, that would
Yeah.
need to be an open
Yeah.
casket for sure.
Well, and then I had the guy made up like a clown too.
Yeah.
But I've been to funerals that I just wanted to make sure that some bitch was dead.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I didn't like him very much at all. So I wanted to make sure he was dead.
I
and I
mean-
look at him and go, that's him. Okay, I can go home.
Yeah, that's some hardcore frenemy stuff there, Dad.
Well, I mean, I can't help
that's
it.
like soap opera-ish.
I mean, there are some people that you drive all the way across town just to make sure they're dead.
Yeah,
know.
I don't think I have anyone like that in my life yet.
You want some? I
Yeah.
can give you a few.
No, I think I'm good.
But no, I mean, I wouldn't want to watch people go through the mourning process
Over you.
over me because I'm afraid I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they wouldn't be crying hard enough, or
Uh-huh.
they'd be going, I just drove all the way across town just to make sure that somebody was dead. And I go, wait a minute, that was me.
I would never do that to you. Oh wait, I did. I did do that to several people. I don't know. I think I would want to. I would definitely want to watch. I think that's just the creeper in me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And
I'll like peek through the blinds to see what's happening outside.
Gladys on Bewitched.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
definitely would want to check it out. But I kind of like the B one too. Like if they're like way too sad or suspiciously happy, that would really make me mad.
Yeah, I'd be kind of looking, some guy's real happy. I'd be looking at your mother real close.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
hey,
yeah. What's happening?
yeah.
Or the over the top sadness, like you were talking about in one of the episodes, how people will just faint.
Yeah, oh yeah. They just pass slam out.
And it's like, did you even know them that well?
Well, when my brother died, he was in the big chapel at this funeral home, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people. He was a real popular guy. And there were 3 or 4. Now, my brother was around her,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that doesn't shock anyone who listens to this.
but he really was. And there were 3 or 4 married ladies
Uh-oh.
that during visitation would, kneel in the pew and sob and cry. And you're looking like, wait a minute. What are you crying so hard about?
Yeah. He was married too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Yikes.
So I don't know. I mean, there's some things I just don't think I need to know.
Yeah, that's something you don't ask a question about.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot, but I think I'd keep my mouth shut and just slightly look away.
Yeah, kind of act like I didn't see that.
Yeah, that seems.
And there's some things you can't unsee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know the story, and I didn't take the time to go, excuse me, did you even know my brother?
Wait, did you bring your husband along?
Yeah.
Where is he?
I couldn't help but notice your husband's not here.
Woo, that's awkward. That's super awkward.
So I don't know about that.
Interesting. So here is our final one from the Death Deck. It can be found on Amazon. You guys check it out if you're interested. I think it's been fun. I like this. It doesn't sound like it would be a fun game, but it is. Do you believe mediums communicate with the dead? A, yes. I've heard or experienced some amazing insights from a medium. B, not sure, but it's at least good for some entertainment value. Or C, nope, they deliver fake news.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that are that there are more things in this world that we do not understand than there are things that we do understand.
I would so agree with that. Yeah.
So, are there mediums? I don't know. Very possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they fake? I'm sure there's some that are fake.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's some that either they believe or others believe that they're able to touch the other side.
Yeah.
But when you start being dogmatic about this is just the way this is, the Bible tells me so, or this is the way I was raised to believe that this doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they didn't discover the gorilla until 1900.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and it'd been around 1,000,000 years.
That's crazy.
So there's things out there that we just do not understand.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I think that there's definitely people out there that have that ability. I don't know anybody personally. I've had a couple of weird dreams. I had a roommate pass away. My college roommate passed away, and I had a really strange dream where she kind of came to me and we had a long conversation, and that was freaked me out. So I've had a couple of dreams like that, but you know, that whole medium thing, I'm not sure about it. I don't think I would go and seek it out. But I don't know. Maybe if there was some sort of a traumatic event or something along those lines where you're left with a lot of questions, maybe that does.
I think it's a
change your
little
mind.
scary.
I think it's a little scary too.
Because we're standing on one side of the veil, and when you go to somebody to ask them to lift that veil, I don't know.
Yeah.
Saul in the Bible went to a medium, and the medium told him that David was going to kill him, which David did not kill him. He killed himself. But, that whole thing really screwed Saul up because he went to this medium and he kind of went crazy after that. And I've got enough problems. I don't need to add to them.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. I'm not adding ghost problems to my list.
What if
of
they
issues.
hang around?
It's not for me.
Yeah, they lift that veil up. 3 or 4 of them slip out.
Yeah, they're
kind
just
of
like,
walk beside you and go, hey,
let's hang out.
let's poke him.
What you doing Friday?
Yeah.
It's not for me.
I don't drink that much. Come on, you're buying.
Well, guys, I think that was just awesome. What a fun game.
I do like it.
I know. That's going to be neat to play with our loved ones. And that's a good way to, I think the intent of the game is just to open up that conversation and have a chat with your loved ones and make sure that at their time of need and at your time of need, everybody knows what's happening. And there's nothing wrong with talking about death with your loved ones.
Well, the thing about it is, everybody that has ever lived died or is going to die.
That's true.
So you can run from it all you want to. It's not going to prevent it.
Right.
So you might as well prepare for it. And the only way I know how you want your funeral is for you to tell me.
That's right.
You know, I mean, I flunked mind reading.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not good at that at all. Ask your mother that. Yeah. What's wrong? Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I can't read her mind.
And you're like, okay.
Okie doke. Could you hand me the remote? So, I mean, you know, we need to discuss this stuff. We
Yeah.
need to talk about it because I want mine the way I want mine. But if I don't tell your mother this or I don't tell you kids this, then y'all aren't going to know.
Right. Right.
And then when you leave, you're going to go, I wonder if we did what he wanted to.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true because you
So
don't want to
then-
let that loved one down.
Then you got the grief and then you got the guilt.
Yeah.
And you don't need that. That's a bad, it's a bad cocktail.
No, that's not good. I feel guilty about all sorts of stuff.
You don't need to feel guilty
I
about
don't
that.
need to add that on there.
Yeah, right. But anyway, that's a good deal there.
Yeah,
I
I
like
liked it too. I liked it too. And guys, be sure to check us out on social media. We have so many Instagram followers. We love hearing from you guys. We hear mostly from Instagram folks, but some from Facebook. I kind of don't check our Twitter that much. I need to.
Well, the president could be, you know, he does that all the time.
I know.
You
He
could have
do
like
that.
4 or 5 Twitters or something.
That's true. I'll log in and check it.
Yeah.
But Instagram, I do check. I check it all the time. So
thank
follow us to learn the latest and greatest, see random pictures and funny memes. And keep in mind, we want to grow. So if please tell a friend, tell a coworker, tell a frenemy, tell
You know,
whoever.
I've said before, if you don't like us, don't tell anybody. But I'm going to quit saying that. If you don't like us, tell everybody. If you do like us, tell more than everybody.
Oh, that's true. Maybe they're like the guy who you had to drive across town and see, and they're they're like,
Exactly.
oh, if they hate it, I'm probably gonna love it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, guys, and always remember that at Caskets and Cocktails,
We'll be the last ones to let you down.
Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast just like we did over here at Caskets and Cocktails? You can do it yourself. Go to anchor.com. It's free, it's easy, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. You can record and edit. They'll distribute your podcast everywhere. You can make money from your podcast. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.